All right, so the Switch 2 released approximately a week ago now, and these are, my thoughts on the Switch 2. Uh, I don't really, I don't really have any problem with the trailer so far. I mean, Nintendo basically told you through a number of different articles that it was essentially just going to be the same. There was not going to be a significant difference. In the as far as the design of the console, or I should say a handheld, is concerned, because people love to call the Nintendo Switch a console, which I can't understand because it's clearly not. I mean, if you're referring to the Nintendo dock, then that doesn't count either, because the dock is simply used to put basically play the Switch on another display, on any other display, whether it's a monitor, TV, or any other display that you might have, which doesn't make it what people would refer to, or at least what I've seen in comments, as a hybrid. And if you're considering it a hybrid, then you could also call the PSP a hybrid, because you could play the PSP, right, on a TV. Now, I don't know about a computer monitor, but I know you could definitely play it on a TV. But that's besides the point. The Switch 2 is basically just bigger size. A bigger stand, USB-C ports. Apparently they've fixed the analog issue from previous from the Switch, because people had an issue with the Joy Cons. So they showed in the trailer, right, that they've sort of fixed the motion. Hopefully that's true, right? And they also changed the color design, so the Joy Cons are no longer blue and red. At least on the outside, it's more on the inside where you connect the Joy Cons to the Switch. And most Nintendo Switch games are going to be compatible, with the Nintendo Switch 2. Although some may not directly be supported, by the Switch 2. And at the end of the trailer, they showed basically a bit of Mario Kart 9, which I liked. It was good. There's not much that needed to be shown. I mean, due to people's impatience and immaturity, a lot was already revealed. Already leaked. And I'm sure Nintendo was tired of that, so they basically said, "Here y'all go." And I think the Switch 2 will be a success. You have people, complaining that the price, that it shouldn't be, or discussing rather whether or not the price should be, you know, 500 or 300, at launch. Some people say that's too much to pay, for the Switch. You have people saying that, the Nintendo Switch was only successful because, it was portable, or that it's somehow some sort of gimmick. And that's, which is really, it's crazy to even say that it's a gimmick, because you're basically saying that it wasn't a genuine product that Nintendo meant to offer. If you're calling it a gimmick, you're saying that it's not. It's essentially just some sort of, I guess, device that was created to draw attention or publicity, to the brand, to the whole Nintendo brand, which is absolutely insane. You could say that for, I guess, the PlayStation Move. Say that for the PlayStation Move, but I wouldn't. And for the, what was it? The 360, the Connect for the 360. But that's not the Switch. The Switch will be successful, and then the graphics. That's talked about a lot. I mean, what are you expecting? They stated that the Nintendo Switch 2 will have, the power of the PS4. It will have the same power as the PS4 Pro, which will allow more third party games to be ported over to the Switch. And it's a handheld. the main priority for the Switch is to have a good library of games, whether it be first party and well, first party and third party. It's not the graphics are fine the way they are. People that are comparing it to the PlayStation 5 and the Series X have no idea what they're talking about. Uh, it's not it's not meant to compete with those consoles because it's a handheld, you know, and it's literally just it's so pointless. It's such a ridiculous talking point. So I believe that the Switch 2 will be successful. Will it sell like the Switch? Only time will tell. Uh, I don't see any issue with the Switch 2 overall so far. I'm excited for it. I did buy the Switch, probably I think in October of last year, and I have to admit that I do have to play it a lot more. I haven't had much time or like to play it, or I haven't put as much time into playing it as I should have. But I will get to that. Whether it's playing Metroid Dread or some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or any of the other quality titles available for it. And I just think it's going to be it's going to sell like hotcakes. I don't think Nintendo's in trouble whatsoever. Anyone you hear saying that the Switch 2 is not going to sell, or that it's going to be, it's just going to be a failure, and that it was all just a gimmick, is absolutely wrong in my opinion. I don't think so. I think it will be fine. So, that's for now. That's essentially all my thoughts on the Switch 2, and I guess talk about whatever topic, I guess gaming related, that I'd want to talk about later. Peace.